Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about Rian Johnson. He won't go away. He won't stop talking about Star Wars, and now he's defending the Star Wars prequels.
Well, no, defending is questionable.
Air quotes.
Here's the kicker. Rian Johnson, you can track back pretty much that most of the issues with Star Wars has been either because of Kathleen Kennedy or Rian Johnson's very subversive Last Jedi. If Disney and Lucasfilm put him in charge of another trilogy, they deserve whatever they get because they're colossally stupid. And Disney, if you want to make money instead of losing money, you don't want to do that.
Well, that's the thing. Disney is pretty stupid these days. Lucasfilm is incredibly stupid these days. And you put the two together and it's just a clown show. So we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the rumor that Rian Johnson's trilogy is still a go.
That's every other week. It's yes, it is. No, it isn't. Yes, it is. No, it isn't.
I think this is all Rian Johnson trying to make sure he gets his trilogy.
Every so often, he just has to start something to get it in there. Did I mention Star Wars? I did Star Wars. Star Wars, Star Wars, Star Wars. Don't forget about... Don't you forget about me. He reminds me of a little kid when you go to the grocery store, if you have kids, and they want something like, Mom, 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 Mom. I told you no. Mom, 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 Mom. That's what he reminds me of.
Yeah, I don't know if Disney would be that stupid, but you know what? They are pretty stupid.
Well, they're going to be a lot more savvy moving forward because they don't have the money to be stupid.
Nope. So this made news because you know what? Comicbook.com and comic book resources don't have a hell of a lot to talk about these days.
Oh, well, that, and they suck up to Johnson. They suck Johnson so hard, it's ridiculous.
They suck Johnson. That should be their new tagline. CBR, we suck Johnson.
This is comicbook.com, though.
Comicbook.com, we suck Johnson. Star Wars The Last Jedi director explains what makes the prequels great. What makes them great, basically, is that it shows how a little white boy becomes a fascist.
Basically, that's what he says.
Yeah.
Somebody says, say something nice about the Star Wars prequels, and they're like, oh, he said something nice. And this is like one of those compliments where someone gives they try to look like they're being nice to you, but you know they're being the catty bitch. Yeah, that's what this is.
So Scott Malthouse, trollish delver, says, say a genuinely nice thing about the Star Wars prequels, to which Rian Johnson Bluecheck says, Lucas made a gorgeous 7-hour-long movie for children about how entitlement and fear of loss turns good people into fascists, and did it while spearheading nearly every technical sea change in modern filmmaking of the past 30 years. Now, that is kind of a backhand slap. Like, he showed how a little boy grew up to be a space Nazi.
Right, and it's for children.
It's for children.
It's for children.
It's for children. Kids don't grow up to be space Nazis. Don't do that. This is not the first time he said something like this. Back in 2016, when he was actually working on The Last Jedi, he said the pretty much exact same thing. Devil's Advocate, the prequels are 7-hour-long kids' movies about how fear of loss turns good people into fascists.
Oh my God! So he's saying the exact same thing he said.
The exact same thing. At least he's consistent.
Mm-hmm.
So with that kind of a mindset, because he's obsessed with fascism, because this is right after the election, like 2 weeks after the election.
So he's doing it again when there's another election?
So every election year, Rian Johnson puts out there that the prequels are awesome because they show how little blonde-haired kids turn into space Yahtzees.
Mm-hmm.
And you should watch it. Make sure you don't turn into a space Yahtzee. Fear of loss and entitlement.
Yeah, I see a lot of fear of entitlement right now, making people act like Yahtzees, and it's not the people that they want to blame for that. So anyway,
yeah, you're right. Every 4 years, he just repeats the same tweet.
I mean, if you're so creative and wonderful, why can't you think of something new to say?
So again, I think this is all him trying to angle to get his trilogy.
But created the attention. They're talking about Taika Waititi and not me.
Well, yeah. So the rumor is after Taika Waititi gets his movie, which he's probably pretty salty about, because his trilogy was announced years ago, before The Last Jedi even came out. And then when The Last Jedi came out and people fucking hated it, then Disney's like, yeah, maybe this isn't a good idea.
Maybe they shouldn't have announced that before they saw how bad it was. I mean, well, because it did really well at first, and then it went off a cliff, and then hindsight, no pun intended, is 2020. It's easy to see how that led a few years out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, so this is coming from Comic Book Resources last week, who got it from LRM. Rumor, Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy is still in the works. Rian Johnson's trilogy may still be moving forward. He would like that. According to LRM Online, a source at Lucasfilm has allegedly claimed that Johnson's new trilogy will be released at some point after the Star Wars film directed by Taika Waititi, which is scheduled for a 2024 premiere. So we're talking like freaking years out. Lucasfilm has 3 release dates staked out for Star Wars films, 2022, 2024, and 2026. I don't think they're going to hit any of, they might hit 2024 because of the shutdown.
Yeah, they're going to be pushing that back anyway. Yeah.
I mean, this is wishful thinking. Like, Star Wars is on hold. If Johnson does indeed have a trilogy scheduled to begin after Waititi's film, then he will have plenty of time to shape the direction of the story. He'll have plenty of time to catch up on the High Republic.
Right.
So he knows what his movies are going to be about.
He'll have plenty of time to make this. That gives him another election or so to make the same comment again.
Yeah, 2024, just in time. Just in time for his new movie to come out. And, you know, if you looked at the opening crawl, we did a video on that. They have the first chapter posted online. If you read the opening crawl, it basically sounds like Space Chaz.
It does.
And it sounds like this is the kind of thing that Rian Johnson could totally get into, because it's going to be all about, stop not letting the Republic fall into fascism, and having this egalitarian society. So they talk about how controversial Last Jedi is. Nobody gives a shit. Star Wars is dead. People have moved on. The only thing they care about is The Mandalorian, and you know what? Disney is going to find some way to fuck that up too.
Yeah, because it's Favreau, and I guess apparently there's a power struggle between Kennedy, Favreau, and even Filoni, I guess. So, they'll find a way to mess it up, guaranteed, 100%.
It's like the battle of the 5 armies from The Hobbit.
Yeah.
You've got like all these groups. You've got like the George Lucas loyalists, which probably overlap with the George Lucas fans, and then you've got contingencies or contingents within Lucasfilm. You've got Kathleen Kennedy with her agenda. You got people like Rian Johnson who fit with her agenda, and you've got a lot of
because her agenda has done so much for Star Wars.
It has.
I mean, it has just been amazing for what she's brought to Star Wars. It's she brought it down further than anybody has ever done. So she has broken some records. It's just she dumped it down further than anybody thought possible.
Well, they wanted to deconstruct Star Wars, and they've effectively deconstructed Star Wars. They've ripped it apart, let it bleed out, and now they're going to sell it off for scrap. You can't give the action figures away. You can't, nobody gets excited about the movies. The Mandalorian, I got some people excited, but there's really nothing else to watch on
Disney
Disney+.
All they're banking on is Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
I mean, every time you turn around, there's Baby Yoda crap being sent to the stores. Now they're going to have a bop at Baby Yoda.
Bop at Baby Yoda?
Yes. I'm serious.
Is that because the speeder bike stormtrooper bopped Baby Yoda, punched him in the head?
Probably. They're doing a bop at Baby Yoda coming out in fall.
For God's sake, stop. Just stop. Disney, what the fuck are you doing?
I don't think they know. But, back to this Rian Johnson load of crap. So his comment basically was, that's what his saying was, something nice with insults. But, it's for kids. And it's I'm so glad that he was there to completely ruin that child that was, turning to a fascist. He was there to ruin his son, which had nothing to do with it. He was there to ruin his son in the movie when he did it. So,
Oh my God. So he just every 4 years says
the same tweet.
Just retweets his own tweet. So he hasn't changed his. So basically what this shows me is that Rian Johnson's opinions, I mean, at least he's sticking to his guns. His opinions have not changed, which means that if we get another Rian Johnson trilogy,
it's going to be more of the same.
It's going to be 3 more Last Jedis at that point. But you know what? I would say the media would love it, but I don't know if most of these websites are going to survive for another 4 or 5 years.
No, they're trying to turn around and take the side of the fans now because they're desperate to stay afloat.
Yeah. So, I don't have anything else to say. You want to wrap this one up?
No, this is dumb. This is typical Rian Johnson. Like I said, trying desperately to be like, don't forget about me. I'm still here. Here I am. Jumping up for attention, like the little dog behind the fence. And you see him jump up and down, like, I'm here. Look here. I'm here. Right here.
Yeah.
Here I am.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
All right, so we're going to wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.